Hello everyone, welcome to Data Logic with Shivam. Today we will cover SQL interview question which was asked for Power BI developer in Morgan Stanley. Before moving forward, I would request you all to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. Your one click will help me to motivate for creating such videos. Let's start. There were mainly 6 interview questions asked, so I will cover only 5 because of time constraint. So we will move to first question. So the first question is, find data of all the employees that are hired in last 2 months from today. Given data of employee name and their joining date. So I have already created the table using create a statement and insert a statement. You can see the table. Also I have created this document, this notepad where I have covered all of the question, the create a statement, the inserted statement, and the solution as well. So I will let you know at the end of the video where you will find this document. Now let's go back to our question. So if I see in the table, you can see here that if we take today, then only March data and February data should come in my output. January month data will not come because today is 31st, and if I take 2 months of date, then I need to have only February and March. So for this, so first we will find out the 2-month backdate from today. We will use date at function for that, and then we will filter those joining date which are greater than this date. So let me do it. I'll do it first. Select star from employee where joining date is greater than. So as I said, I will use date at function here. Then first month, I need to shift 2 months back, so I will provide an interval month. Then how many month I need to shift is -2, and then today's date will use get date, and then we'll close this one. And if I run this statement, you can see those employees that are hired in last 2 months from today. So moving to next question, we have table that consists data of employees and their manager. If manager ID is null, it means he has no manager. Return list of all manager names who have 5 direct reportees. Here also I have already created the table, you can see here, and you can find the create and insert statement into this document. I'll tell you at the end of the video where you can find the document. So now here we have this table with employer name and manager ID and employee ID. Now we need to find the managers, those managers who have 5 reportees. Okay, so what I will do first, I will count the manager number of managers here, and if the count is equals to 5, I can take that ID and then as a subquery, and then I can filter it out using that ID, which will give me the manager name. So you can follow me here. Select, I'll take manager ID because I'll count the manager ID. I mean, how many rows are there? Employee 1. I'll do group by on manager ID itself, and then I'll filter it out those managers which are equals to F5. Okay, if I run this statement, I can get 3, the manager ID, and if I'll show you here in the data, you can see 3 is the only manager who is having 5 direct reportees like David, Sophia, Michael, Olivia and Daniel, right? So now we got the 3 as a manager ID, but here we want to return the list of all managers name who have 5 direct reportees. We need manager name instead of ID. So what I will do, I'll write select star, not star, I'll write emp, what is the name, let me okay, yeah, so I'll write select emp name from employee 1 where emp ID. So we will filter this manager ID and then we can get the name. Okay, now let's run the query. So Bob is the manager who is having 5 direct reportees. So only Bob is here right now into this record. So let's move to, so what it is doing, first in subquery it will find out the manager ID, those are having 5 count, and then it will filter those manager ID into the employee table again as an employee ID and provide the employee name. Let's move to next question. Write a query to find out the customers who have booked both air and train tickets. So let's check the data first. So you can see here we have the data like customer ID, booking ID, and then travel type. So we need to find out those customer who is booked by train and air as well. So if you see here 152 have train booked and then 152 has booked air as well. So this should be an output. And then you can see 353 has booked train also and air as well, and here also air as well. So he has also booked both the travel type as well. So in the end, so in the output we should get only 152 and 353. So let's write the query. So how we will approach? We will join this table to this table only, and then we will filter it out air and train, and then we will have the distinct customer ID which will give me 152 and 353. So you can follow me. Select star from customer C1, let's say, join customer C2 on C1 dot customer ID equals to C2 dot customer ID. Now if I run this statement only here, so let me show you. Let me order this one, order by 1. So you can see here, so for 152 we have the travel type train, air, and air. So first I need to the distinct ID here, distinct customer ID, and then what I need to do is I need to filter it out those record which are having air and train, which are booked both air and train. So if I will filter it out, let me first put the star here to show you. So let's filter C1 dot travel type C1 equals equals to air and C2 will be train. Now if I run this one, it will give me C2. It will give me the records which are having air and train. Okay, now you can see here I am having duplicate customer ID. So what I'll do here, I'll do distinct customer ID. Now if I'll rerun this one, C1 dot distinct customer ID. So now you can see here we have unique customer ID which booked both air and train tickets. Let's move to next question. The next question is, given the scenario where we have experienced a pipeline failure resulting in multiple imports of data into the main table. The task is to delete the duplicate record from main table. So we need to delete the duplicate record. So let's see the table first. So if you can see here, we have ID which is unique and the data like sample data 1, sample data 1, sample data 2 is not duplicate, sample data 3 is duplicate, sample data 5 is duplicate, right? So what we will do, we will provide the number to these duplicate. Okay, we will partition according to the data, and then we will use the CT, and then we will delete those record which are having the row number more than 1. So you can follow me here. I'll first use select star from main table. Then what I will do is I'll type row number. Yeah, I got suggestion over partition by we will do partition on data, and then we will order this data by ID. Because we don't need to delete the first record, we need to delete the duplicate subsequent record. Okay, so that's why we will order by it. I'll close this and then I'll give as RN, let's say. Now if I run this statement, let me correct this partition by, and then run it. So you can see here the duplicates are having the numbers. We have the numbers according to the data field. Okay, now we will use CT with CTS. Then I'll delete those record delete from CT where the RN is greater than 1. If I run this one, you can see it is executed. Now let's see the final result. So you can see no duplicates are here. I hope you understood the answer. Also guys, you can also comment your version of these questions so that I will also get to learn how differently we can approach this question. Let's move to the final question. So we are having a log table created for sorting all logs of execution of jobs. Storing all logs of execution of job. It consists of job ID, job start time, job status. So at the end, return list of jobs which have consecutive 3 times failures. Let me show the first input. So this is the table. We wanted to return a list of jobs. This is the list of jobs which have consecutive failure 3 times. Those jobs we needed. For example, if you can see here, failure 1, 2, 3. So this 1 will be our first output. Then second also 1, 2, 3 will be our second output. Then if you see the third, it will be not our output. Okay, so let's follow this. So how we will approach this question? So we will use lead function and then CTE to solve this problem. So I'll tell you how we can do it. First I will select star, then I will use lead function here. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm using lead function here. Lead, the expression job status and then I need to move only 1. Okay, then over we will do partition by job ID and we will order this data by job start time. I'll name it as next status then from let me show first this output. If I run this one, you will see that on this time on this table lead will get my next value, right? Next row value. Now let me use again one more lead. This will here I will move 2 times so that it will my first row will have the next 2 rows job status as well. Okay, now I will do next status, and if you see here, if I run this one, you can see that in my first row I am having the next 2 status as well, failure. Okay, now I will wrap this in CTE. I will again do select. Now let's first do the star from CTE. Now here what I will do, I will filter it out only those records which are having job status as failure, next status will be failure, and next to next status will also be failure. Okay, so what I will do is I will write job status equals to failure and I'll do next status equals to failure and next to next status will also be failure. Now if I run this statement, what will I get it? I will get it only those records which are having 3 consecutive failure. Okay, Now I will do distinct as job ID as well, so it will give me always unique job ID. Now return list of jobs which have consecutive failure 3 times. So these are the list of jobs which were having consecutive failure 3 times. Okay, so there will be also the 6th question as well, which I am not covering because of time constraint. So you can find the link of this document into the description box from where you can download it. Only one request from my side: please subscribe to my channel and like these videos and comment your solution as well, so that I will also get to learn how we can differently approach these questions. That's it for today. We will meet you in next video. Thank you.